What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Sesh. I am your host with the most, Dre Dav. T ain't here today, y'all, but I do have my homie, you know what I'm saying, Ypsilanti's very own Stone Cold Steve Austin in this bitch, Mr. Sweet 328, David fucking Blue. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Man, thanks for having me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't have to tell everybody what I was being for Halloween this year. You know what I'm saying? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Facts. I'm telling you, if there was another Stone Cold Steve Austin, y'all looking at him right here.
Yeah, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Mr. 316, actually 328, you know what I'm saying? Don't take no shit, you know what I'm saying? Not quite a rattlesnake, but will rattle your motherfucking head, though, right quick. You feel me? Wait.
That's what's up. Man, so welcome to the show. I mean, you at the show. For those of you who don't know, he's at the show every week. This is the man behind the camera. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I would say our executive producer, you know what I'm saying? This the guy editing the show, you know what I'm saying? Doing the clips and everything. So this is, this is us bringing it to y'all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Almost like a behind the scenes episode. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Bringing the behind the scenes to in front of the scenes, you know what I'm saying? The front row of the behind the scenes type of time, you know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to be here, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Usually I am on that side of things, getting to just relax and just pay attention to things. But, y'all going to get the inside of my Sunday sesh. You know what I'm saying? Today, right here with my dog, Dre Dav.
Yeah, so let's get into it, man. So let's talk about the suite first. Okay. Because this is, Ipsy's on Hitsville.
For sure, bro. For sure.
Like everybody who's anybody has come through here at some point in their journey. I done seen you post that, but that is an undisputable fact.
Man,
you know what I mean, this place has launched a lot of careers, mine included. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of my early shit came right from the Red Room. We'd done a couple of hits in the Blue Room. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's dope to see how it's grown and evolved over the years into this, like a multimedia platform space now too.
For sure, man. For sure, man. We always just strived on creativity for real. I think this has always been where the magic happens. When I first dubbed it the New Motown or Ypsilanti, Hitsville, you know what I'm saying? Hitsville with a Y. Like, once I dubbed it that, I had people kind of, like, mad at me, you know what I'm saying that, the Motown is this Motown. Really, I'm paying homage to Motown.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with that?
By saying this is the new Motown, you know what I'm saying? I think this is where the greatest music has been created in Michigan, you know what I'm saying? So, why not say the new Motown, you know what I'm saying? And it's paying homage, you know what I'm saying? And beyond all of the Michigan sounds out here, I feel like Ypsilanti has been more commercial throughout the whole thing. Like, of course, we got Ypsilanti rappers that will rap like some Detroit motherfuckers or somebody from Flint, now that that's popular or whatever, however. But the people that really make music in Ypsilanti been making music since, like, we created the scene.
Yeah.
We had our own commercial sound. We weren't trying to sound like Detroit. We weren't trying to sound like nobody else. We was actually trying to blend in more commercial.
Yeah, I will say the first artist that come to mind when you talk about that is Polo, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all got a deep history.
Yeah. Been rocking with bro for a long time, long time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But because he's got his own sound, and it don't sound like, nobody else. He can jump on those style of beats, you know what I'm saying? Myself included. But all of that shit got crafted here. That's what we telling y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
for the most part, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's artist development. I'd like to say that everybody has recorded their best song here, which in a lot of cases they have, you know what I'm saying? But most artists that have really done something developed here at least, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Early stages, met with somebody else that helped them grow, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the suite, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was me, Wine, back in the day, Rich Young and Tone, whether it was C Mills, Bean, Cruddy, Primo, whomever you came here and built with, the rest of the B team, Secret, Loreno, if you came here and built with them, hey man, we help develop you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. And that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like everybody who's anybody, like I said, has been through here, and this is I've been in here like. It used to be those Saturdays you walk in, every room is full, the hallway full of people, artists passing each other. And when we say artists, it's all encompassing. You know what I'm saying? That's rappers, producers, singers, photographers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything.
Man, this room right here used to be a CD production room back when people used to burn CDs and sell them and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I had a cat in here burning CDs. You know what I'm saying? He rent the space, burnt the CDs. People make that little drop. You know what I'm saying? Come up here, he print them up. do all of that stuff, burn them, duplicate them, do everything they needed them to do.
That's
fine.
What
I'm saying real quick.
So. Damn, that's crazy.
And like it was also like I got a production room, a multimedia room. I had a couple computers in here, a couple screens for people to edit videos and stuff. That's before I was back in the podcast and before I was even in the podcast and editing videos at all, you know. So
but it's dope, you know what I'm saying, and it's still like that to this day. Where like you know, we having the session tomorrow where everybody falling through.
Yeah.
You know? So we all came up together, and that's why I feel like you cultivated a lot of relationships in the suite too, because you see people in passing or hear other people's music in passing, and you're like, damn, who is that? You know what I mean? That's how I met a lot of the artists around here. Was sliding through like, damn, who is that, bro? I fuck with that. You know what I mean? And
for sure.
So it's dope. You know, it's dope to see all of that blossom. But I want to talk about. I've seen you do this before too. What is Suite 328? What does that mean? What does that stand for?
Man, Suite 328, man, back in the day was crazy is I had got my first commercial space on Michigan Ave, you know what I'm saying, across from Kroger. I was right next to the barbershop, the shop.
Okay.
And, actually, I had the location where Hungry Hustle Fitness Gym is right now. Shout out to my guy Nate, man, and they're applying pressure. If you're trying to get in shape, take your ass to Hungry Hustle, you know what I'm saying? You're going to reach your goals there. As long as you show up, so are your goals, you feel me? So I was in that building for years, you know what I'm saying, probably about 2-3 years. And after being there for a while, I had the building for months and never had a name for what I was going to call the studio. Me and my homeboys used to be like, shit, you going up to the building today? We used to just call it our building because, we used to go up there and politic, brainstorm, figure out what we was going to do. I was in the middle of a whole bunch of other stuff at the time. Until finally one day I just put the little studio in there. I had gone into some stuff at my location where I was at, my crib and whatnot, however, and I ended up just going there one day and just completing one studio room, built it, and cranked out ever since then. You know, I had a couple other spots in the actual building that we did other stuff for. We would throw after-hour parties and stuff like that all night. And, we just did our thing there for a while. And finally, one day, we was thinking about what to name it, and my young dog at the time, Fry, he came up with the name Suite 328.
Okay.
Yep. And the suite was because we were in a suite.
Yeah.
And 328 is my initials on a dial pad. Like if you was to dial 328, it'd be DBT. You'd be dialing DBT. So it was just a way to sneak a little bit of my own identity in there. You know what I'm saying? And because I ain't really had no specific studio name. When I first wanted to start a studio, it was like so me and my mans and my homeboys could make music, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of how it started. It's just your homies wanted to make music. Y'all needed a spot to do that.
Damn near typical like trying to make music with your homeboys and them. You trying to make yourself sound as good as you can. You know what I'm saying? We had a homeboy at the time that was nice with the beats and everything, and he I ain't gonna say he kind of like pick and chose who he made sound good on Pro Tools. But me and a couple of my homeboys was like, nah, we gotta tighten up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make ourselves sound a little better now. We gotta take it up. So me and Class, man, one summer, like years ago, 2011 type of time, we sat down and recorded a whole bunch of songs, a couple projects, and just honed in on engineering, you know?
Okay. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, so when we got the name, it was just all promo from there and just all good business. You know, all good creativity, all good business. You know, it's been a learning process.
Yeah.
Nobody gave me a rule book or directions or anything on how to do none of this shit. Taught myself how to engineer, taught myself how to market, promote, get people to come in here.
That's what's up,
and rock with me. Really, it was just all just divine timing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything slid into place how it was supposed to, bro. Like it fit together like a puzzle.
That's what's up, man.
There's been some obstacles along the way, but we still here. We right here and we growing, we elevating.
Yeah. No, it's dope because I've seen just this building evolve, and I feel like every so often I walk in here, I'm like he building some new shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, bro.
Building some new shit. You the first person I ever met that just built a fish tank.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? That's crazy.
Fish tank in my little yacht.
I used to watch a little fish tank show on on TV and everything. It was Tank Wars or something, but I was like, my man just built a fish tank. That's fire.
Yeah, man.
So when you say you built the studio, you really just built the studio.
Yeah, room by room, man. When I first got the building, this one specifically, it had been empty for 3 years. There was nothing in here. I guess the people that had it before me, it was like a construction office. They had a construction company and they used it as an office. Yeah. But they low key were trying to grow some weed in the basement because it was a whole bunch of bullshit down there. They had vents and stuff running to the windows. And
Oh,
kinda,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was trying to do their thing. So, but when I got here, it was completely empty. It was dirty as hell, raggedy. The water meter was so old it didn't even work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had to come change that shit out. And I slowly but surely renovated every single room. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Touched every wall, every floor, every ceiling. You know what I'm saying? I changed a lot of fixtures, switches, doors, everything, bro.
That's what's up.
And I'm still in the process of working. I'm still in the process of changing things up, learning, trying different styles in the rooms. I'm about to change the red room up soon to try to give some more content creating space.
Okay. That'll be fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That'll be tight. I think another podcast room would be crazy in there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna try to make it to where I can have a couple different little settings in that one room, man. Yeah. I gotta get creative and utilize my space right, man.
That's dope. Now, you used to make music too, right?
Yeah. On occasion, I still will make a couple songs. I got a couple songs I might try to drop this year. For real.
That's fire. That's fire.
So, my passion has always been into. I love R&B. I love R&B music, but I like to write. You know what I'm saying? I really like to write and come up with something creative. I ain't necessarily I don't really want to be out here performing and no shit like that. Never really did. Really care too much for that aspect of the artistry. Yeah. But I could definitely compose a nice song, structure it good, make it sound good, and damn near chameleon. You know what I'm saying? Could write for anybody. So
that's fire. So if y'all want to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying, and can't, or want to be a singer and can't write songs, you got to be able to sing. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be able to hold a note. You got to be able to do something.
Get you a good ghostwriter behind you, come and then have them, you could just be the muse and they tell you how to do the song and everything. That's worked for a ton of fucking artists.
Yeah, that's worked. And then, you're going to grow. You ain't going to just always want to come in here and listen and be told what to do. You're going to eventually, 4 or 5 songs in, you're going to have your input that's a good input. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make it make sense.
But yeah, if you want to be an artist, you could carry a tune or something and, that'd be dope. It'd be dope to get into that too, because you'd have so many creative people around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could definitely get into some artist development packages. I used to push artist development packages, come with a certain amount of studio time, certain amount of beats from certain specific producers that I'm tapped in with, and even some graphic design, you know what I'm saying, for artwork for your songs or whatnot. We could put together a package where we can get them all of that, even a couple interviews or on a couple different platforms. Yeah, just so they can get a whole product run. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Yeah. So you could really come in here and be all you could be. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So you know how the show go, man. We gonna get into one of the first games. I think we should play high fives. You done smoke, you done puffed on a little bit now. So
okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Play some high fives, bro. So for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna ask this man a series of questions. It's 5 categories. He's gonna give me his top 5 in all those categories. You ready? All right.
Let's get it.
Let's go with no, we ain't gonna do that one first. Top 5 munchie snacks. Because you done heard some wild shit on the show.
Yeah, yes, I have. Let's see. I'm going to start off by saying this. I'm not going to combine anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to combine anything, especially that should not be combined. I'm not going to put no crazy-ass combos together for y'all to try at home. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm going to say, you done probably had before. And I'm going to start off with munchie snacks. To be real, everybody that knows me, for real, knows, I think they call pecan swirls. I call them old man snacks. They like these little things that come in a little tray. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Them bitches hit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, that hit on occasion. I don't know what.
That's some shit my pops used to eat. That is some old man snacks.
It's some old man snacks. And to be fair with y'all, I've always liked them. Yeah. But next door, there was some of the freshest shit they had. You know what I'm saying? Like you go over there, some shit be bold, but don't always will hit. So I rock with the pecan swirls. And they got the Famous Amos cookies. The little chocolate chip Famous Amos joints in the bag. Those hit. As of late, I've been rocking with Twizzlers for some reason. Yeah, Twizzlers.
The pulling pills or just a regular joint?
Regular OG, super duper Twizzlers. You know what I'm saying? The red John. I do want to say though, if you eat black licorice, you're probably a little crazy.
Oh, if you eat black licorice, you eat people.
Yeah.
There you eat people.
Swear, bro. Because that's crazy. If you just
eat that because you think it's good, you know what? It's a lady I work with at work, and I seen her eating Good and Plenty the other day, and I was like, I don't want to work with you no more.
Oh, yeah. Licorice, black
lady,
licorice.
yeah, the little good and plenty. They like Mike and Ike's, but they black licorice, and I was like, nah, how you just doing that?
How you doing
That's crazy.
So, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna put these ain't in no particular order. I started with the old man snacks, the pecan swirls.
Anything to start with pecan, it's an old man snack.
Yeah, it's an old man
Anything
snack.
to start with pecan.
Then I said the famous Amos, and I hit the Twizzlers. But my favorite candy of all time is Reese cups. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And it's got to be the regular, original size Reese cup, not no big dumb jumbo shit, with no extra shit in it, not no itty bitty little Reese cup, not no Reese's Pieces, I don't want no Easter egg, I don't want no pumpkins around Halloween. Give me that regular cup. That's the perfect consistency, the perfect amount of everything, and put them in the refrigerator.
Okay.
They got to be cold a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I
can dig it for sure.
Yeah. And then for the fifth one, I'm going to say Butterfinger.
Butterfinger?
On some Bart Simpson shit.
Hey, bro, I ain't seen a Butterfinger in forever, bro. That just took me back. Now, the Reese Cups, I know you said, have you seen the peanut butter and jelly joints?
See, I'm not trying that,
telling
man.
You,
I ain't trying that, man.
It's good, bro.
I'm crazy, bro. I can eat a
bro.
peanut butter sandwich. I ain't got to put no jelly on it. It's crazy. I've been crazy for a long time. But
the peanut butter and jelly
Reese's.
It's fire, bro.
I don't know, dog.
I was skeptical. But I was like, oh, yeah. This one of them ones.
Man, see, that's like if I would have came up before that came out and I told you, like, yeah, cuz I get Reese cups and I just spread some jelly on them bitches. And I eat them like that. You would be like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That'd have been one of them combos and everybody been like, man, he tripping, cuz that's that bald head shit.
I'm just thinking. No, because that ain't valid. But I was about to say, like, a company like that where they put, God knows how much money in the advertising, it's got to be at least worth tasting. But not everything is like that, because I'm sure Black Licorice had a commercial at some point.
For sure. They're pushing the shit out that shit. It's still out there. I ain't got no pushing, but it's just staying there.
Okay. Now, you said we at the suite. We talking music, bro. So give me, like, top 5, artists or songs you like to listen to.
Top 5 artists?
Yeah.
Tupac, and Tupac. No. But yeah, Tupac at the top for sure. DMX.
Okay.
Tupac, DMX. And I'm going to say, damn, man. Man, I will say that Confessions album as a whole.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say Usher, but I'm gonna say Confessions. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, Confessions was fire. Still is.
And I'll probably say, I'm gonna go on ahead and record and say that is the best R&B album 2000 and beyond. 2000 into this day.
I don't know.
What album, R&B album is fucking with it though?
2000 to this day, because you know what? Like full on album might be
complete.
Right.
And that was a full ass album. That wasn't a little. This got 11 songs on it. That wasn't a little quick little joint, and everything was fire. It was really no skippables.
I would say the only thing I'd put against it. It was T-Pain's first album, but you can't even put that as real R&B. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, because you think about it, he's singing the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he can sing.
But it
wasn't that R&B.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because that album is another class. Was it rapper turned singer? I think.
I can't remember. But in my book, Confessions is the best R&B album since it dropped. Nothing has compared to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's see, Tupac, DMX, Confessions. Some other shit that I listen to a lot. Artist wise, damn. I want to throw like some real OGs in there, like beyond rap music, like some old school shit, but they all so great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, damn. Like the Isley Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Catalog so strong, so crazy. Then you got just Uncle Charlie Wilson, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That band, all
bro,
of
that's my dream.
That whole era. I'm going to just say
feature,
that whole era, bro.
Yeah.
That whole era of music.
Yeah. My dream feature is a song with Charlie Wilson, bro. Like,
That should be
Talk about
crazy.
somebody that has never missed on a song in their career.
I don't think he's missed, bro.
Never missed.
You know who never was gonna miss if he ain't like Nate Dogg was another person that was never gonna miss.
Oh yeah,
he was never gonna miss. I don't think.
yeah.
R.I.P. to that great man.
R.I.P. to Nate Dogg. His son is tight too.
Straight up.
Yeah,
I've heard of him, but I don't think I've really
in hell
checked his
Yeah,
catalog.
he tight.
Okay, so I got one more because I used it as an era.
Yeah,
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris Brown, Tupac, DMX, Confessions. I'm gonna say Usher. The whole old school era, like it's too much raw talent to even choose one. You know what I'm saying? For their whole greatness, everything they contributed. And then Chris Brown.
Okay.
He a prodigy of it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that Chris Brown is a talent. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's one of the people like it's just in him. You know what I mean?
If you could just do a backflip, bro, you got to figure out what else you're great at and go make some money off of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That backflip shit is crazy. Tall ass motherfucker just stand there and do a backflip. Like my baby Asaka, the Renegade. Shout out to my dog
shout out to
Asaka.
Asaka too.
Shout out to Asaka, man. Speaking of T-Pain, you know what I'm saying? He went and did the T-Pain competition, won that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's up, man. Shit.
Yeah. And speaking of talent, you know what I'm saying? Like that's Asaka is another one of the people that's just is in him. You know what I'm saying? The boy rap, dance, do choreography. You know what I'm saying?
And he don't just take his gift for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like he really hones in on his skill, practices. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Teaches. He does all of that. Like he's a all around artist.
Yeah, no,
You know
fact.
what I'm saying?
That's another
Everyday artist for real.
So shout out to Asaka, man.
For sure.
So yeah, next top 5 high 5 movies.
Ooh, movies? Shit. See, to be real, I'm not like a real big movie guy. Like I'll watch a movie. I had to watch it a lot of times to really remember or care about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll watch it and be like, oh, that shit was fire, but I don't hold on to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll go ahead and say Paid in Full,
Classic.
Belly,
Okay, classic.
because they some classics for sure. Then I'm going to say some shit like fuck. Damn, I just draw a blank on that bit. Happy Gilmore.
That's a good
You know
one.
what I'm saying?
That's a
Happy
good
Gilmore for sure. Classic ass movie. Man.
He's supposed to be doing a second one.
I know.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna hold it to no standard. I'm gonna go check it out and just judge it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't even try to compare it to number one. You going into the game losing doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 3 in. Then I'm gonna say the Temptations movie, just because I love that shit. Long ass fucking movie, man.
That shit long as hell.
That's the only movie I used to play in my old school. I would play that shit. I used to have a TV in there and shit. Play the Temptation movie over and over and over.
Somebody
and
coming
over.
to see you, Otis.
Man, you feel me? Had so many quotables and fire ass scenes in that movie.
Yeah, Temptations. That's like the Michael Jackson one too. That shit like 5 hours long.
I know.
Yeah, that shit like 5 hours long. The fucking 5 Heartbeats. That's another one of them that's long as hell, but it's good.
Yep.
It's good, but yeah, Temptations is that's a great one.
For sure.
Is that 4 or 5?
That's 4. I'm at 4, I believe.
It's
So
the first guest to keep count.
I was just as I was going. Let me see. So then the 5th one, man, only because I used to love watching that movie with my daughter so much. And it's a fire ass movie. Moana.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
First Moana?
Yeah.
Bro.
The second one was it was cool, but
I ain't even really seen it because my daughter didn't care to see it, so I want to go watch it. You know what I'm saying? But what they do need to do is drop a Maui, just straight a Maui movie, like the origin of Maui or whatever, however they want to spin it. But Maui, that should be fire.
Like that whole first story he told, they just make that into a movie. Crazy, you know what I mean?
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the everything about the first Moana movie was perfect.
Facts,
Facts, movie, bro.
Yeah. The songs and everything, bro. Like that, it was funny. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
Yeah, that's one of my son's favorites. So I love when he say turn on Moana because absolutely.
I watched that shit probably 1,000 times by now.
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah,
and I'll take that over Daddy Shark and all of that shit. Any day.
Any day of the week. Yeah, Moana is a classic.
Yeah, for sure. But so that's 5.
That's 5. All right, top 5 strains. You've been smoking for a minute too, and I know you old school like I'm old
For a minute, man. Man, I'm gonna say just out for a second, man, and get serious with y'all, man. Top 5 strands. I'm gonna start off with specifically some shit my homeboy used to grow, some OG 18. And it was just so strong, so musty, so powerful.
Yeah.
And it was like a instant high. Like you would start smoking that shit, you would feel that shit. You would know you smoking. That. And then one of my other guys used to grow, when the Gorilla Glue was popping, the GG number 4.
Yep.
Real Gorilla Glue, some strong
That's
shit.
a classic.
You know what I'm saying? Like some OG type, you know what I'm saying? So, and then shit, some Sour Diesel.
Speaking of,
You know?
y'all know I'm a fan. I found me some real sour diesel. So when I'm over here puffing on, you can twist that up for you. Throw that in, preferably a joint, but you know, I know you like woods. So
In the leaf, y'all.
Just because you like the old school strains like I do, and that is some sour diesel for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then for the just to stay on that old school shit, some headband.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And man, I say probably some White Widow. And I'm just some shit I want. You know what I'm saying?
Some shit that ain't around no more. That shit
Around
got
no
value now. You know what I'm saying? You
Man.
find somebody with that shit,
For real.
everybody's gonna pay whatever.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? They're gonna pay whatever. So I got one tailor made just for you. Top 5. Give me top 5 moments at the suite.
Oh man, top 5 moments at the suite. This specific location.
Yeah, this one. Let's do this one.
Damn, that's hard, bro. That's something that I ain't gonna be able to just, you know.
Yeah, but you know, we got to do it. We smoking, but we got to do a little bit of journalism.
Top 5 moments here at the suite, bro.
He didn't put his thinking hat on. No, it's serious.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Bro, I've been here for a nice minute now, so top 5, bro. That's gonna be so hard to do, bro. And shit, I say,
and this only the first one.
oh right. That's why, like, cause I could think through memories when I'm like, damn, that can't be the first one. That's about to be something. That's crazy, bro. I done had plenty of artists in here, but I wouldn't even put them as my top 5 when T Grizzly came through. You know what I'm saying? That was cool, but I had so many other moments in here with my guys. T Grizzly came through 2 days. Had other artists in here, shit, plenty other. But top 5 moments for real. One of the best moments is probably when my kids, whenever they come, with their first songs that they actually made in here with me, like just quick, went in there, they go in the booth and they freestyle. My daughter made a fire-ass Halloween song. And my son, he freestyled a song when he was like 5. That was so hard. 5, maybe 6. And that shit was sweet. I'm always remember those because, you know, they were my kids for sure. Yeah. So I got to throw this in the top 5. And then shit, just any other moment where I was in here really creating, you know what I'm saying? I used to have sessions in here where it's Socket the Renegade, where it'd be the whole, like his whole squad in here. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be 12, 15 really talented artists downstairs putting all their energy into one song, literally on some choir type of stuff and different verses and really putting that work on the mix. Everybody listening, going through, adding their 2 cents. Like probably one of them moments with the soccer back in the day. And I used to have that same type of vibe with King Milo back in the day too. Not at this location, but at my other location on the app.
Milo, that's my dog. I mean, me and Milo went to high school together. You know what I'm saying? So that's my guy. Yeah. Shout out to him. High Tech, because they doing their damn thing. My dog was just at Coachella. You know what I mean? So that's fucking crazy, bro. So shout out to Milo.
He's another thing that always was gifted. Anything he do in the booth was going to translate, and people were going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? For sure. No matter what type of beat it was, it could have been. He could have been on his Andre 3000 shit. It could have been a flute all the way through that bitch or whatever. However, he was going to make it creative. But I say moments with him, moments with the soccer, with my kids, of course, for sure, as number 1. And then, you know, probably like a Sweet Fest type moment where we got people all in the back parking lot, people coming in, all kind of artists performing, and the vendors. Whenever the people get to come enjoy themselves here, you know what I'm saying? As far as the community, other people that don't make music come and enjoy the musical community. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the people that are here for the musical environment, and then they get to enjoy other entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope. That's dope.
Any of the community events, and really any moment where we're in here really creating with anybody. I say, like, really I like to lock in with the producers. Like, whenever B5 was in here making beats, and it would just be a magical moment to see a song be built all the way from scratch, or whenever Flaw would slide and make a song all the way from scratch, you know what I'm saying? Sneak, whenever I see her start the idea, and then I get to hear the idea in a couple of days, whether I'm here for the whole process or come back to it, and Bird got a song, Class got a song, Wine, anybody got a song that's, something that I watch be born, you know what I'm saying, in a sense. No, like, that's a fire moment. I can't give you any specifics, like an actual moment off top like that, but
no, I mean that's valid too, because it's as long as this has been here and as many people have been through here, that like it would for sure be hard to narrow it down.
Man, it's hard to narrow it down, bro. Because
I want y'all to see the capabilities and the possibilities. You know what I'm saying, and the type of people attached to this place.
Mm-hmm. Like, man, we done had plenty of people come here for their first or second, third, fourth session, or in the beginning of their musical journey or career, and then it just kind of take off, you know what I'm saying? It might take a couple months and they get some traction, or they might be in the game for a couple years before something really shakes with them, you know? But either way, it's all part of the process, you know?
Yeah, facts.
And
I want to say, I think one of the first tracks I recorded here, it was a joint with me and Willie J. And he sent me his verse, and I would say, like, the mix on it was so clean. He was so impressed. Like, you know what I mean? That's what set it off for me personally.
Okay,
you know,
sure.
Roll My Weed. So we did that, and it was just, you know, next thing I know, I'm on stage opening for Currency. You know what I'm saying? For that one song, I recorded right here. So.
Man, you know, it's just I like to be able to be a part of a person realizing that they're good, because people will spend a lot of time recording their music and not getting the product that they hear in their head back out of their DAW or out of their phone or out of their homeboy computer, whatever, wherever they're recording, and it won't do nothing for it don't inspire them to do more, you know? Yeah. It'll low-key it'll kill some of their dreams, you know what I'm saying? They be like, man, I suck a little bit, man. That motherfucking song was terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Your first song's supposed to be bad. Like, nobody gets it right with this shit. I mean, a few people do. But, like, nobody, like, just writing your first song is not going to be good, man, because you don't, you know, unless you just been writing other shit for a long time.
Right.
But the people that just want to jump off the porch and be a rapper, like, it's going to be ass.
I mean, and there's people that are really talented, but when they get in that booth behind that microphone and they know this take right now is going to be the one, it do something to them. Like, people could sing in the middle of the room. We're like, damn, they could blow. They get in the booth and be messing up. I don't know what it is.
It's a psychological. It is a different feeling there. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there too, where it's like, why am I fucking this up right now? I done rapped this a million times. You know, I wrote it. I done rapped it a million times on the way here. Like, how did what's going on right now? But it is a different type of pressure too. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because that's like the engineer is the first set of ears on it 9 times out of 10. What's it like?
That's all good.
Oh, you good? All right. What's it like being on that side of things when it's ass? You know,
man. I just keep a straight ass face. You feel me? I just keep a straight face, and then I try to give them, constructive criticism in the smoothest way possible, telling them what I think they might be able to work on, or telling them why I think they're not achieving the sound that they want to, or whatever. However, and maybe if they're receiving, try to steer them in a different direction. You feel me? Like,
that's crazy. Like, some people could take that, but some artists be sensitive, bro. That could go way left.
I had a cat the other day, bro. He kept on, like, he was trying to rap his bars all the way through, bro. He had like a 3.5 minute joint. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to rap all the way through. You feel me?
Okay.
And I didn't tell him that he should punch in or nothing. He tried to punch in a couple times, and then he realized that he wasn't gonna be able to match his cadence or whatever.
Yeah.
However, so dog was in there frustrated, and it was cool. It happens. You feel me?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I tell him like, bro, I said, don't even worry about it. I said, bro, if you want to get your bars all the way out just to get it out, I said, bro, just rap all the way through the song. If you fumble, you fumble, but just pick up and get the bars out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get the bars out so you can get in your bag. He said, bro, this is my masterpiece. So, bro, at that point, I said, bro, I ain't got no advice for family. I can't even, there's nothing I can do to help, dog. Like, bro, this is you right. This is your masterpiece, bro. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's insane. This is mine. Don't tell me what to do.
This is
with
my
art.
masterpiece. I'm like, all right, you absolutely correct, bro. You feel me? Like,
I'm just saying, artists in most cases, please listen to your engineer.
please, bro. We're not trying to do nothing. For one,
You paid to be there. You know
you
what I mean?
chose them 9 times out of
Yeah.
10. You chose the engineer. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at least respect your engineer's ear to a sense.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
respect your engineer.
Now,
for
if
sure.
they going completely left, you know what I'm saying, for sure, let them know, like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I just want to get this down out of my head how I hear it or whatever. However, but you ain't got to disrespect them, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
they also are artists. They got an ear for things, and 9 times out of 10, they see where you're trying to go. They might be trying to help you.
Yeah.
And if you're not capable of doing what they're asking you to do, just communicate that. You know what I'm saying? It'll be all good. They wanted to sound as good as you wanted to sound good because it's their work too. You know what I'm saying? And the better you sound, the easier their job gonna be.
Yeah, facts.
To make
know
you
what I'm
sound
saying?
good.
Everything's got to be cohesive. So, boys and girls, respect your engineer, listen to your engineer, and just to be open to coaching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And it's true. And if you got, don't be afraid to tell them what you want. You feel me? As far as the sound, a drop, pull up a reference track to one of your favorite songs that you might. Yeah, it's a breakdown right here, bro. You think you could do this to the beat, or you think you could do this to the vocals?
Yeah.
I want to be in space. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like get descriptive. Tell them what you hear. You know?
Motherfuckers be shy in person. That's what it is. It's like
For real.
you go in there expecting one thing, thinking it's that easy, but you don't actually communicate your ideas and allow the artistry to actually take place. And you just people go in the studio and just rob themselves.
For sure. And a lot of times a seasoned and experienced engineer could hear the beat, you know what I'm saying, and kind of in their head hear like, okay, this person probably gonna go this way with it.
Yeah.
As soon as you start dropping your bars in it, they're gonna see what way you're going and already have an idea of how it should be mixed or how they hear it mixed. You know what I'm saying? Whether they've heard another song similar or how they just picture that vocal on that beat. It's all kind of different. And there's necessarily no wrong way.
Yeah.
Just what's gonna sound good, make sure it ain't, it's some particulars, you know what I'm saying? But hey, make the music, man.
Yeah, facts, man. That's what it's about at the end of the day. And everybody's spending your time, which is invaluable. You know what I mean? And there's the financial aspect of it. You're gonna pay for what you get. You know what I'm saying? That's always the case. Stay away from the $10 studios. You know what I mean?
Man, for real.
Stay away from the $10 studios.
Just do it on your phone if you got 10 for the studio time. You feel me? Just download the app and do it like that if you only got 10 for the studio time. For sure.
All right, so we talked about, I guess like how long have you been doing music? You know what I mean? Was it something that developed before you were like, okay, we need a spot to record?
Yeah, man. I've been doing music. It kind of all started with like poetry and like Def Jam poetry type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Spoken word type of time. There was back in the day I used to go to the Ozone House. I think it was like every third Sunday of the month or something like that. My guy Classic used to be there. A whole bunch of people from Willow Run used to be there, and it would be like people would just go up there and rap, and at the end of the night there would be a freestyle battle. People would just battle each other and whatever, however, and it got popular at the Run. People was doing that, and that's all we talked about at the lunchroom, at the lunch table where people would rap. You know what I'm saying, make their beats on the table or whatever, however, and it was just a big thing at the time. And I did the poetry stuff for a minute. Then I ended up DJing at the skater rink.
Okay.
And throughout DJing and stuff like that, I had ended up rocking with my guys that was cash-based entertainment back in the day. My guy Flaw, AR, Mike Ram, Brooks, Stud, Lil Shawnee, and we used to just be out here, Trav. We used to be out here making music, and we had studios in a couple of different spots of the city throughout our journey, you know. And finally, eventually, I decided to just get my own. Okay. You know, they weren't getting the studio to run the studio.
Yeah.
For artists, you know, it was for us, and probably like 4 or 5 other artists that was invested into it or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like when I did it, it was for me and my guy. But once I first got paid, someone paid me for some studio time.
Yeah, that's
light bulb
different.
went off.
Yeah.
I said, damn. I said, you know what? So I'm gonna just grab a building, and while we do this for leisure, I'm gonna get paid to do it on the side, so we can pay for it and just make our music for free, essentially. But turned out bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And
that's beautiful.
Been able to help cultivate a whole bunch of creative minds, man, and help hopefully inspire people to continue doing this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And coming through the rock with us, man. And
yeah, because you do a lot of community events too, which I think is awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We used to do more, man. I feel like Corona came and slowed things down, and since then, like, it's hard to keep the ball rolling. Like, we've done plenty in the back parking lot. You know, I used to try to venture out and do them in the parks, in different neighborhoods and whatnot. But I don't know. Sometimes it was hard to organize that. So now we're doing them in the back parking lot until further notice, until we figure out somewhere to.
That's what's up. No matter where it's happening. You feel me? So that's what it's about at the end of the day.
For sure.
That's dope, man. Just giving back to the community, having a place like this to cultivate, you know, art and everything. So that's what I wanted to highlight about the suite. Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay. So let's get into the last game, man. Let's get into, you know, my favorite. Let's go to the Sunday Sesh.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So the Sunday Sesh, man, my favorite Sunday Sesh. Who do I gotta have there? For real. I have to have my guy Class there, just because, man, throughout the whole musical and smoking journey, like, that's just been my guy right there. Like, we always link up, you know what I'm saying? Smoked the best of the weeds since 2000, early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because whenever I can talk about the weeds that I've had, I could ask him, shit, you remember that motherfucker, you know, and he could be like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a strand. He could be like, yeah, hell yeah, you remember that? So that's the person that I could go all the way back to early 2000 with on the smoking shit. Yeah. So that he got to be there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So then to go, I hate to just go with some of the other people that I chose as like my favorite artists, like Tupac or something. But if I could, I'm going to say Tupac. So Class, Tupac.
That's fire.
Class, Tupac, and DMX. Okay. As long as straight weed. I'm a matter of fact, DMX can smoke on his own. You feel? He can run his own shit up. Because I ain't judging it.
They gave me shit when I said that about Wayne.
No, yeah, no.
I feel it, though. I feel it. I ain't hit no, I ain't.
Shit, hey, it is what it is. He like what he like. You feel me? On the smoking shit. You feel me? On the smoking shit. So, so my dog Class, Tupac, DMX. Smoking his own weed. And damn, see, this is where it get crazy because I got one more. Mm-hmm. Right? And I'm going to do, for the sake of it, and everybody in their ball but my dog Class, Michael Jordan.
Okay, yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Like modern Michael Jordan? If you got to pick a version of Michael Jordan.
Shit. Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan. My dog Class, Tupac, and DMX.
Smoking his own.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a smooth little vibe. Like, I know Class through the ladies and that was smart, but you know I'm a married man. Feel me? So we don't need no celebrity ladies in the building. So shit, we just gonna be in there talking shit, smoking good, talking shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to hear all the stories. Me and Class we sitting like, this shit crazy. And all right, let me ask you this.
Okay.
So since the Sunday Sesh is I can have whomever I want to be there, dead or alive, right? Can I have whatever weed I want to?
Absolutely.
Okay, just making sure. Cause I'm gonna have everything that me and Class ever smoked.
That was a good question. That was a really
like,
good
I need
question.
to elaborate on it.
Yeah,
Like,
you can have
like,
whatever weed you want to smoke.
It's okay. That's not limited. That's good. That's good. So yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of good ass weed. Everything I listed. Yeah. I'm gonna have all the munchies I listed, and shit. I'm gonna have the good bald head brothers there with me. Talk shit with my dog Glass.
Talking about y'all want some of these pecan swirls.
Hey, y'all fucking with the pecan swirls? Somebody gonna fuck with some pecan swirls. Promise you.
No, that's dope, man. I appreciate you sliding through the sesh, man. Y'all continue to tune in every Sunday. We here at Sweet 328, man. And if you an artist, a creative, you know what I'm saying, fashion designer, whatever, just come check out the space.
Yeah, for sure, man. And do that, man. Make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to the Sunday Sesh podcast. Jump on the Instagram, follow. Go like every video on there, comment, engage, man. Don't be a hoe.
Yeah, facts.
For sure.
Fuck you and your mama. We out.